All right, so this is Note-Taking Guide 1.4 for Math for Decision Making for Life. Piece rate means per item, per diem means per day, and tip is the extra pay over hourly pay. We talked about that on the bell work, so now we're going to jump and do the examples on the note-taking guide. So example 1 says, Helen is paid $1.30 for each usable picture frame she produces. What was Helen's gross pay for last week if she produced the following quantities of usable frames? Monday 52, Tuesday 47, Wednesday 54, Thursday 50, and Friday 45. So how are we going to do that one, you guys? Yeah, add these all together. That will give us the total picture frames that she can get paid for. So add those together and give me that number. 248. 248. So she made 248 picture frames. She gets paid $1.30 each for them. So we really just have to times 248 by $1.30. And when you did that, what'd you get? 322. And then someone else just verify that so we know we got the right answer. Yeah, thank you. Okay, questions on how we did that? So per item or piece rate is pretty easy to do, right? Figure out how many items they made, pay them according to the price we promised them per item. All right, example 2. Sean worked 5 days last week as a temporary computer operator. His per diem, anybody remember what we said that meant? Yeah, each day, per day. His per day rate was $120. What gross pay was Sean paid for after a 5-day work week? Yeah, you're just going to time them. So it's going to be $120 times 5 days. When you do that, you get $600. Questions on that? What do you think so far? Piece of cake, right? Okay, next one. Example 3. After the Sutton family finished all their meal at a local restaurant, the waiter brought them a check for $46.86. If Mrs. Sutton leaves a 20% tip, what is the total she will pay for dinner? So first of all, you guys, we have to find the tip. So 20% tip is going to be 20% times the total check, right? So I taught you how to use the percent key on your calculator. So just do 20% times 46.86, and let's get the amount of money for the tip. $9. And if we would round to 2 decimal places, right, for dollars and cents. So that's going to stay $9.37. So the tip's going to be $9.37. The question says what was the total she paid for dinner. So if her check was for $46.86, she pays $9.37 in a tip. What do those add together to be? $56.23. Thank you. Are you guys super familiar with figuring out tips? Have you done that before when you've gone out? No? I had someone say to me today, I go out all the time, Mrs. Clark, but I never leave a tip. And I was like, oh, do you realize those people are getting paid like $2 an hour? If it's someone that's serving you. Now, there's restaurants that you go to and you order in a line and you have to clean up after yourself. That's a little bit different. But if someone's serving you your food, they are getting paid their hourly wage from the tips that they make from you. So think about that next time. Yeah, do you know the going rate is supposed to be 15 to 20% right now?
I paid like $20 once.
Did ya?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes, I mean, I like to tip people with how well they took care of you at the table. Did they keep your soda full? Did they take your dirty dishes when it was, you know, that kind of thing? But sometimes they're just overextended and it's hard to, anyways, okay, back to the math. Let's go back to the math. Example 4, Lydia and Sarah share a cab ride to work. Their fare is $7.60. If they give a 15% tip, how much will they pay? How much will they tip the driver, and how much will the total be for the cab ride? So again, we're going to do a 15% tip. So that's going to be 15% times $7.60. That will give me the tip that we're going to pay the driver. So 114, that's perfect. And then for the total that she paid the driver, we would do 760 and then plus the 114 to it. So 874 is the total. Now this question is interesting because that's the total, but they said that they shared the ride. So we would actually divide that by 2 to figure out what each person was paying for the ride. Questions on that? No? Okay, last one. Charlie's neighbors are often out of town and they hire him to house sit. They paid Charlie $20 for each day they're gone. If they were out of town 57 days last year, what was Charlie's income from house sitting? Well, it was $20 per day times 57 days. And when you do that, you get... Thank you, that's perfect.